Hello, beautiful world. Welcome to my channel. I'm so grateful to have you here today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here with me today. Okay, so let's get into it. What are we talking about today? Today, we're going to talk about how do you know that you know yourself? And how can you get to know yourself if you don't know yourself, right? So I'm just going to give you a few things that will allow you to recognize if you know yourself, and you just need to stick on to that road and just strengthen your knowledge of yourself, or if you need to do some work in getting to know yourself. Okay, all right, so there are a few ways you can know yourself. Some of these ways would be like if you are confident, right? If you're confident, meaning in your decision, in the things that you do, and the things that you decide not to do, or in your decision making, if you are confident within yourself, if you are confident as a person within yourself, then that is a great sign that you do know yourself. Okay, if you are like forgiving, if you're a very forgiving, very understanding person when people do you wrong, or when you do experience a negative situation, okay, that is a great way to also know that you are in the right path and that you do know yourself. Okay, if you don't procrastinate on decision making, procrastinate on whether you should start something that you have been thinking you want to start, or you want to do anything that it is that you want to do, you make your decision fast and prompt, and you get to it, then that is also a great sign in knowing who you are. Okay, um, it's another way that you would know yourself, I'm sorry, would be if you feel like you are completely free in being yourself. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are and around who. You feel completely open and free and just being yourself, saying what you want to say, and you're also comfortable with your emotions, right? If you feel very comfortable with your emotions, and you do know how to like validate your emotions for yourself, um, that is an amazing way to know that you actually do know yourself very well. Okay, whether you are conscious to this or not, these are signs that are going to be there that will allow you to see that you actually are on the right path. Okay, so if you recognize any of this in yourself, kudos to you. Make sure you continue to work on it so that you can stay on that path. And if you need to, just mm, bring it into even a greater strength. I'm sorry, today I can't talk. Then that is definitely, kudos to you and awesome, and do that. Okay. Now, here are some things that would allow you, if you feel like, I don't know who I am or what I can really say about myself. Okay, so that means you need to get to know yourself. That's all that is. Okay, so here are some ways you can get to know yourself. Okay, um, one way is by thinking of, ways that you react to things. Okay, paying attention and examining how you pay attention to things, or how you react to things. Okay, and how you feel about things or people around you in certain situation. Okay, how do people change your mood? Do you feel like people change your mood often? And if they do, like, pay attention to that. It'll help you get to know yourself, because you will see your thought process to those situations or those people. Okay, paying attention to your thought process is definitely a great way to get to know yourself. Okay. Another way you can know yourself is your relationship with other people, right? A lot of the times we do pay attention to other people's relationship with us, but we don't really pay attention to our relationship with other people. Okay, what do I mean by that? So, like, how do you view other people in a relationship? Okay, that could be like friends, family, um, loved one. How do you perceive them? Okay, how do you respond to them? How do you treat them? Because a lot of time we think of how they treat us, how they respond to us. We want to know how they view us, but we don't pay as much attention to the other direction when it comes from us. Okay, it's either we assume that we know ourselves, or we're too even afraid to go there. Okay, um, so we just kind of like lie to ourselves. Okay, pay attention to those little lies that you tell yourself. Okay, because you do tell yourself lies about certain things. Where and when do you do that? You want to pay attention to those. It'll help you get to know yourself. Okay. um, So, your relationship with other people, okay, how you treat them, how you react to them, this will help you know who you are, how you perceive the world around you, how you perceive people's behavior, how you perceive people perceive you, okay, in return. Like, that's what it'll do. Um, and also, just like trying new things, okay, going to new places, doing new things will help you recognize yourself, especially doing things that you've never done, will help you see things that you might have been missing about yourself, or things that you never even thought, like, hey, that would ever be me, could be you, like, totally and all the way you, okay? But you don't even know that because you never really tried, right? So that's a great way to also get to know yourself, okay? And how do you feel about yourself? Okay, how do you feel about yourself when you feel though you made a bad decision? How do you feel about yourself when you know that you made a great decision? How do you feel about yourself when you see other people you feel like are doing better than you, or maybe they're doing worse than you are? How do you perceive that? How do you perceive both ways? Okay, it'll help you really get to know yourself. Another way that um, you are amazingly, like, yourself, is you don't compare yourself to other people. Okay, we're gonna go back a little. You don't compare yourself to others. Okay, that if you know that you don't compare yourself to others, like, you never really tend to stop and do that, then you know yourself enough to say, I'm uncomparable. Like, there's no comparing two things that are both original, right? So, do you compare yourself on the opposite side? Okay, do you compare yourself? If you feel though you're always comparing yourself to your friends, to other people, um, then that is a great sign that's telling you, hey, you really don't know yourself well enough. Maybe you should get to know yourself a little more. Okay, and that you will know once you do that, like, you're amazing. You are so amazing, like, so freaking amazing, that you can't compare yourself to other people. There is absolutely no need to, because you are an original and there's none like you. Okay, so these are just some things, beautiful people, that you can use to examine yourself, validate yourself, and continue on your self growth and on your path of self development, which I know you can do, because you are amazing and you can do anything. I mean, absolutely anything that you put your mind to and you choose to do so, okay? Thank you again for always being here with me. Keep in mind, in my other videos, there are some similar topics So go ahead and watch my videos to get a full understanding of all the journeys and all the ways that you can get to know yourself, because I do talk about how to get to know yourself in other videos. I talk about a specific things that you can do. These are just general ideas I'm giving you here today, but within those general ideas we can go in depth. Okay, now if you have any topic you want me to talk about, or any of the stuff that I mentioned here and you want me to go into it in depth, feel free to drop me a comment so that we can converse and I can feed your soul just as you feed my soul. Because, when we can learn from each other, we grow with each other. Okay? Thank you, beautiful people. I love you as always. If you got anything from this video, even just one thing, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Give this video a like so that more people who needs it can also be aware of it, right? I love you as always. Thank you. Bye, beautiful people.